evening. Today is the first day of the auspicious month of Sawan, the day Kanwad Yatris across the country begin their pilgrimage in the name of Lord Shiva. However, the day has turned out to be anything but auspicious for Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and his counterpart in Uttarakhand. Their controversial and communal appeasement tactic has hit a brick wall in the form of the Supreme Court, at least for the moment. A two-judge bench of the Apex Court has passed an interim stay order on the UP police advisory asking all eateries across the Kanwad Yatra route to prominently display the names and consequently the religion of their owners and their employees. The court has also issued a show cause notice to the states of Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, not just these two, Madhya Pradesh and Delhi as well. The bottom line is this. Eateries along the Kanwad Yatra will only have to display the details of the food they serve, not the names of owners and employees of the eatery. As eateries across the region started taking down their nameplates, which they had hastily put up a week ago, the opposition is claiming victory for India's secular principles. Listen in.
उसी समय मैंने कहा था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट स्वयं इस बात को संज्ञान में ले और ऐसे कार्रवाई को रोके। जैसे दिया बुझने से पहले फड़फड़ाता है, जो सांप्रदायिक राजनीति खत्म हुई है, ये सांप्रदायिक राजनीति का दिया फड़फड़ा रहा है, इसलिए फैसला ले रहे हैं। और उसी तरीके से आपने देखा होगा कितने दिनों लगा हुआ प्रतिबंध, उस पाबंदी को भी हटा दिया है। तो सांप्रदायिक राजनीति खत्म होने जा रही है। इसका दुख भारतीय जनता पार्टी को है।
I'm exceedingly happy. We had filed a petition yesterday. We filed it yesterday. It came up today in the Supreme Court, and it is a completely unconstitutional order against the fundamental principles of our Constitution, against Article 15, 19, and what we have just got a stay on it. So it is a complete stay on all directives, and it is also there is no requirement to display the identities and the names of owners or employees. There is to be absolutely no requirement, complete stay on ownership, on names of staff, names of owners. I'm very thankful to my party and to leader Mamata Banerjee, who has always stood out against anything unconstitutional, or thankful to the Supreme Court for standing by us.
सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने जो भी आदेश दिया होगा उसका तो पालन होगा ही होगा, और आगे क्या विषय है उसको अध्ययन करके जो सरकार की ओर से जवाब लगना होगा वो लगाया जाएगा, लेकिन अभी सर्वोच्च न्यायालय का जो भी आदेश है उसका अनुपालन होगा।
Now, this has been a tough couple of months for Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who is known as Bulldozer Baba by his supporters. Dealing with the aftermath of an underwhelming performance in the Lok Sabha elections and grappling with the Deputy Chief Minister taking pot shots at him. Yogi now has to deal with the embarrassing fallout of an appeasement tactic that also ended up vexing the BJP's key allies in the Hindi heartland. The message is clear. The Bulldozer Baba needs to engage reverse gear, at least for now. Let me go straight across to my guests who are joining me this evening. Ghanshyam Tiwari is national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party with us. Sanjay Hegde is a senior advocate. Anubhav Chak is a political analyst, will be speaking on behalf of the BJP. And Nisha Chaudhary is spokesperson for the RLD. The RLD, as you know, is an alliance with the BJP. Anubhav Chak, I'm coming to you first. And before I get to my guests, a clarification here, a caveat here. We did ask the BJP to send a representative on the show. They declined to do so. Anubhav Chak, by the end of the day, this has not been a very auspicious moment either for Yogi Adityanath or Mr. Dhami in Uttarakhand. Should now the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh themselves say, chalo galti ho gayi. Now we've got one dant from the Supreme Court. Let's ourselves withdraw this order. Tomorrow they have to go to court. Should they go to court tomorrow and say, we are sorry, we are withdrawing this order on our own?
देखिए श्रेया, जो अब बात आप कह रही हैं कि चाहे उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री हो या पुष्कर धामी हो, उत्तराखंड के मुख्यमंत्री, तो इनको क्या अपनी गलती माननी चाहिए? ऐसा नहीं है। देखिए, उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री हो चाहे उत्तराखंड के मुख्यमंत्री हो, या कोई भी मुख्यमंत्री हो, कानून व्यवस्था के मामले में, प्रदेश के विकास के मामले में, सब पे जो उसको बेहतर हो सकता है वो प्रयास करते हैं, वो उपाय करते हैं कि वो वैसा कर सके जिससे कानून व्यवस्था बेहतर हो सके, कानून व्यवस्था में कोई खतरा ना उत्पन्न हो, विकास में कोई बाधा ना हो, और वो डिसीजन लेते हैं। उस डिसीजन के खिलाफ यदि कोई पक्ष सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाके अपील करता है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट उस पर कुछ राहत देने का काम करता है, तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि उस प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री का या जो भी संबंधित आदेश देने वाले व्यक्ति की नीयत खराब थी। उनकी जो नीयत थी, जो उनका प्रयास था, वो ठीक था, लेकिन जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो देखा, जो उसमें कमियां पाई होंगी, उस तरफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ध्यान गया होगा और सुप्रीम कोर्ट उस आदेश को, अपना आदेश देके उसको रोकने का काम करा। तो इसमें माफी मांगने जैसी बात मुझे कोई नहीं दिखाई देती है। हाँ, ये ठीक है, उसके आदेश का, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश को देखने के बाद जो उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री की तरफ से, जो उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार की तरफ से जो अपील करनी होगी, वो अपील करने का काम उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार करेगी।
ओके, ठीक है। नहीं, वो तो करेगी क्योंकि उनके पास अब कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है। टुमारो द सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज समन्ड the UP government and the Uttarakhand government and asked them to respond. Nisha Chaudhary, you are an ally of the BJP, especially in Uttar Pradesh. Do you feel कि नियत खराब नहीं थी, or do you also feel कि पहले से नियत ही खराब थी? Because your party has been opposing the move from day one.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है कि नियत खराब वाली बात, लेकिन कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती हैं शायद सुरक्षा को ध्यान में रखते हुए लागू किया जाए, और हम तो पहले ही दिन से इस चीज को अपोज कर रहे हैं कि ये सही नहीं है और इसके ऊपर विचार करना चाहिए। जो अब शायद सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सही तरीके से उसका निर्णय लिया है, और अगर सद्भावना के भाव से देखें, सभी के धर्मों की सम्मान के स्वभाव से भी देखें और भाईचारे के उससे भी देखें, तो ये निर्णय बिल्कुल सही है जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने दिया है। और हमारा पहले दिन से ही राष्ट्रीय लोकदल का स्टैंड रहा है कि चौधरी चरण सिंह जी की पार्टी है और इसकी विचारधारा बिल्कुल सभी के साथ मिलकर चलने वाली है। तो ऐसा ये जो रूल बनाया था कि नाम लिखना, ये सब, ये हमारी उससे पार्टी की तरफ से बिल्कुल इसमें अपोज डे वन से किया गया, और अभी भी हम अपोज कर रहे थे, पर आज तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का निर्णय आ गया, तो अब इसमें सभी को मानना ही पड़ेगा। और
निशा जी, आप लोग अपोज कर रहे थे, आप क्यों अपोज कर रहे थे, मुझे बताइए।
बिल्कुल, इसमें आप बताइए मुझे कि अपोज करने का सबसे बड़ा कारण ये कि क्यों लिखा जाए नाम। सब एक भाईचारे के तरीके से रहते हैं, आप किस चीज से नाम लिखना चाहते हैं? गलत वो है अगर आपने कोई भी काम ऐसा है कि शाकाहारी भोजन का ढाबा खोला हुआ है और आप उसमें मांसाहारी परोस रहे हैं, और अगर मांसाहारी खोला हुआ है, आपने लिखा हुआ है मांसाहारी ढाबा लेकिन शाकाहारी, जब आप अपनी क्लैरिटी के साथ अपने मेन्यू में देते हैं कि हमारा भोजन, हमारे यहाँ ढाबे पर जो भोजन मिल रहा है या हमारे यहाँ जो, देखिए फल फ्रूट में तो सामने दिखता है, लेकिन अगर मैं कहूँ भोजनालय पे इस चीज के बारे में किसी को शंका है, तो अगर उसमें सही तरीके से शाकाहारी और मांसाहारी के बारे में बता रखा है मेन्यू में, तो हम सबको पता है कि हमें उस दुकान पर नहीं जाना। उसमें ना कोई वर्ग का लेना देना है, ना कोई धर्म का लेना देना है, ना किसी समुदाय का लेना देना है। सभी समुदाय के लोग शाकाहारी मांसाहारी दोनों चीजें खाते हैं। तो आप नहीं कह सकते कि एक वर्ग के लोग शाकाहारी हैं, एक वर्ग के लोग मांसाहारी हैं। हाँ, अगर मैं बात करूँ श्रावण मास की, तो ये जो लोग श्रावण मास को मानते हैं, जिसमें से मैं भी एक उसी धर्म से आती हूँ, तो सभी धर्म इसका सम्मान करते हैं। मुझे नहीं लगता, आज तक कांवड़िए सालों सालों से आ रहे थे, मुझे तो नहीं लगता रास्ते में उनको कभी कोई ऐसी दिक्कतें आई होंगी। सभी उनकी सेवा भी कर रहे थे, सभी वर्गों और धर्मों के लोग उनका सम्मान भी कर रहे थे, सभी वर्गों और धर्मों के लोग उनको चाह रहे थे कि हम उनकी किसी भी तरीके से मदद करें। तो ऐसा कोई नहीं चाहेगा कि कोई भी चीज के लिए गलत किसी को इन्फॉर्मेशन दे करके उसके धर्म के प्रति कोई ठेस पहुंचाई जाए या उनकी आस्था को कोई ठेस पहुंचाई जाए। इसलिए
ठीक है, यानी कि निशा जी, जो सवाल मैंने आपसे पूछा था
जी,
यानी कि निशा जी, जो सवाल मैंने आपसे पूछा था कि नियत पे शक है या नहीं है, तो आप साफ बोल रहे हैं कि नियत पे शक है। वैसे भी इन एनी केस 80% ऑफ इंडिया इज नॉन वेजिटेरियन एंड 20% इज वेजिटेरियन। Yes, in the month of Sawan, most Hindus like Nisha ji, like me, will not eat non-vegetarian food. But what was the purpose behind asking eateries to display nameplates of the owners of eateries? Are bhai, you know, what honestly was the purpose? If you speak to Kawadiyas on the route, and the Kawad Yatra has started today, they have absolutely no problem eating in a dhaba owned by a Muslim as long as the food is pure vegetarian. So that is what the argument, Ghanshyam Tiwari, we've been making here on Mirror Now for the last 1 week. If you have to display something, display the menu. outside your board?
That's it.
What is the purpose of
Menu is in
displaying the
front of
name
you,
of the
so
owner?
yes, you can see the items, whatever
Correct.
you would like
Correct.
to eat or not.
Good evening, share to
Tiwari?
you. Good evening, share to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. There are three important things. The first is, for a week preceding which there were exam paper leaks, there were train accidents. We have our soldiers martyred in Kashmir. We have infrastructure breaks. We have airports leaking. In the backdrop of all that, for a week, a section of media has day in, day out discussed this story. A story that emerged from a police diktat, which was mindless, which was not a policy. But very quickly, BJP tasted the joy of another hateful narrative being built up. It was quickly adopted by Adityanath administration. And then it like a contagious disease, it moved to Uttarakhand, it moved to other BJP states, and they fell head over heels to adopt it. If they did, the big question is then why were they not there in the Supreme Court to defend what they believed in? The fact is clear that this is a hollow narrative that is built on hate with the idea to distract people of India, distract the national media, so that the important issues of failure of this so-called double-engine government is not discussed, that the massive mandate of Uttar Pradesh is not discussed, and the pertinent questions are not asked. I thank the Supreme Court for not only exposing the hate model of BJP, but also reinforcing this belief that people have the right to choose what they want to eat, and people don't want to be marked by just their religion in front of their enterprise. And enterprise is a free enterprise. They are governed by the rules of the state, and by marking the enterprise by the religion of the people, you are creating a model that can later on be used by rioters or be used against harming those enterprises.
No, Ghanshyam Tiwari, you're saying this is a diversionary tactic. This entire nameplate business, as far as the Kawad Yatra is concerned, is a diversionary tactic by the BJP because they don't want to discuss issues at hand, more pertinent issues at hand. But why will they do something that will end up giving them red faces in the Supreme Court? I'm sure they were smart enough to know that someone would challenge it in the Supreme Court, and this sort of order would not stand in any court of law.
Shreya, for 10 years, until the debacle in Uttar Pradesh, when people of Uttar Pradesh, with a resounding mandate, said this agenda of hatred is over, for 10 years, BJP enjoyed this everyday sport of Hindu-Muslim debates on petty issues. And they have enjoyed this sport and distracted the people of the country from important issues such as employment, such as inflation. So they believe in this model. They believe in this model of distraction. That they did not show up in the Supreme Court shows their cowardice. This shows that they don't believe in what they are presenting on a television. Any BJP, for 1 week, Shreya, you have seen BJP spokespersons and even several media people who support BJP argue in favor of this policy. Why are these people not in front of Supreme Court arguing? Why? What's the point of not going to the Supreme Court? This is pure cowardice, and it exposes BJP.
Okay, I wish the BJP had sent a representative here on Mirror Now. Like they haven't sent a representative to the Supreme Court, they haven't sent anyone to Mirror Now. And you very kindly call it a sport. I call it a blood sport. This entire Hindu-Muslim narrative debate on national television every evening, I call it a blood sport. But Mr. Hegde, just come in here. A, do you feel, as Ghanshyam is saying, that this is probably a diversionary tactic by the BJP? And B, we know that the order was wrong on multiple levels, but legally, why was it so wrong?
Well, legally, it is wrong because the fundamental values of the Constitution, starting from the preamble, fraternity, everything was getting violated. It was correctly pointed out that it also verged on untouchability. Untouchability in all its forms is banned in India. Why exactly was this order passed that in the Kawad Yatra area, you have to specify the name of the owner as well as the employees so that those who observe the Kawad Yatra can, if they choose to, discriminate on the basis of religion. That was the inarticulate major premise of this order. The Supreme Court therefore said, nothing doing, we can see through it. And for the moment, they have stayed it. I don't know whether it was a diversion or whether any kind of thinking went into the order. For all you know, it must have been some bureaucrat who decided that this is something that will work with the bosses, and the bosses then latched on. I've been watching several of these things where small issues which should be resolved at the local level then are deliberately allowed to fester, flare up, and cause a great deal of ferment. Hijab, for instance, started off as a small issue inside one classroom in one small town that I come from in Udupi. That got blown out. Now this is another thing where normally there is a rule that if you run a hotel, please put up the name of the owner so that in case something goes wrong, people know where to complain. It is complied with, people put up their licenses and things like that. But now to say that you must display it prominently so that people can, if they want, boycott you, that runs a coach and horse through the idea of fraternity.
Okay, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much, Mr. Hegde, for joining us. Ghanshyam Tiwari, thank you very much. Anubhav Chak, thank you very much. And Nisha Chaudhary, thank you very much. I'll be very interested to know what Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh actually go and tell the Supreme Court. They, of course, will make this dalil about law and order and say, we just wanted to ensure that the Kawad Yatra passes off in peace. Is that a logic that the Supreme Court of India will buy? We'll just have to wait and watch. For the moment, the Supreme Court has put the order on hold. Gentlemen and ladies, thank you very much for joining us.